Alrighty. Short little demonstration for the Classic Rush bot. That way you guys stop messing it up and it's less of a headache for me. Get in your classic game first. Make sure you're actually on a classic character. You'll know because you only have one set of weapons. /W lowland pixel. Just like that. Pound C rush. 2 slashes. Your game name has to be one word. So does your password. No spaces or anything like that. It can be a name and then numbers or whatever. Just no spaces. They'll join after a little while. They're going to BO first. Really quick, important, if you ever need to start over or you have to make it quit in another act, you have to wait for this message to show up before you can type master and have it registered. So don't fucking leave it if it doesn't do that when you type it immediately when they join the game. Don't idle either, because as soon as they say come, you need to go in there. You don't need to worry about talking to Drogden because they will give you a TP for the harem level 1. This message, you don't go in TPs, okay? This, you go in TPs. When she says come, go in TPs. Unless she explicitly tells you otherwise. Like I said, don't have to do anything, just make sure you talk to Kane every once in a while. And especially after you get the staff. Because if you don't talk to Kane and you can't go in Arcane, you're going to have to restart again. So she will not tell you to come for the Claw Viper level 2. She says wait till the Barb enters town to come. So he's going to go in there, clear it after she says clear level. And sometimes he bugs out and stays inside there. You just need to read that. So she went in, came back out. The Barb with the town, come get the amulet. Go back down. Make sure you unequip it, because if you don't follow the rest of the instructions and you die, you're fucked, because it's not going to go get you your body back. Wait till the Barb enters town to come. Like I said, if he's stuck in Claw Viper Temple, wait until her health stops moving. This, you absolutely need to talk to Kane afterwards. Otherwise, you are not getting into Summoner Waypoint. Well, Portal. Barb went back into town. Pick up the staff. Make it here just in case. Go talk to Kane. And you need to be watching this because she's going to tell him to go clear it. And then as soon as it's pretty quick normally, especially in normal mode. Sometimes he bugs out and doesn't actually go clear it, but she can handle it herself. But whenever she says this, you need to go in there quick. Because if you miss this, you have to restart, like I said. She's going to tele back to you, just like she says. Tell when I tele back TP location. Talk to Kane afterwards. You do not need to go run all the way up to the damn tome and go in the red portal. Not necessary. She's going to make her way to Duriel. She's clearing the orifice right now. Okay, so this is also important. You have to go in there when she says come. Town after you use the orifice. You don't need to go into Duriel. You don't need to be there when she kills him. Just put this in, go to town. Don't need to be present. She will TP you at Tyrael, which you do need to go into. It'll be a TP called Tal Rasha's Chamber. She'll say, come talk to Tyrael, and then she will go give you a TP over for the palace, and then you could just walk into town and then talk to Jareen and then go walk back out. So this one, talk to Tyrael. Now you get the quest, talk to Jareen. Go here, here. Talk to him. Go back. Go to Act 3. And now, since the barb is stuck, she's going to go make a TP in Travancore to force him to come to Act 3. So she's just going to sit here until he gets to the town. So don't leave here either. And again, do not go in TPs when they say clear. Go in there when she says come, or something after the fact of her saying come. You usually just need to worry about that with Act 2. Go into the TP. If you die, obviously stay dead. Make sure your chicken is off, like instructed in the very beginning and on every thread. Make sure your chicken is disabled. If it is not, you will likely get left behind. She went to town, she just needs to clear her inventory. Don't go trying to run over there. Just wait till she comes and TPs you back. If Jade figurine drops, do it on your own later. Otherwise you're going to get left behind. After she TPs you back, go to town, talk to Kane. That way you can go in this TP. Stay here, do not move. You move, you're probably going to get Hydrid from the council members right over here. Yes, you get the quest completion all the way over here. TP you back. Do not go in her immediate TP. Wait until she says come, because she's going to clear the council members over by the Act 4 portal. Now go. Go. And that is the basics. Sometimes she bugs out in Chaos and she can't click seals. Sometimes there's a cold and fire immune Lord of Ace and the barb either chickens or is just bugging out, in which case you need to make sure you're the master, and then you're going to need to tell her to quit, which you're going to need to do at the very end anyways. Don't go in these TPs unless you plan on killing Grand Vizier with 2 damage. So here she'll either say kill Lord of Ace, or she'll say failed to get seal presets, something like that. Wait for them to go all the way in, say come. Just like that, there's normal done. I already said master, so I just need to type quit, but just for the sake of doing it, type master. I'm already her master, then type quit. You need to do that, otherwise it's going to stall. I'll show you Nightmare and Hell just for the sake of it as well. Wait until she's actually in the channel if you are waiting in the channel. Otherwise, you can just do /whois Lowland Pixel. If she's in the channel, she's obviously waiting. If she's in a game, somebody's using her. C Rush, age 85, 2 slashes. Make sure nobody else was using her in between. Hopefully not. Okay. Normal and Nightmare are pretty straightforward. The only thing, like she says at the very beginning, be patient in Hell because they are welfare characters. Don't idle in there either, otherwise you won't get a Andorial quest bugged. This is probably the hardest area in this whole rush. Claw Viper level 2 in Hell. It can be a real bitch. And yes, you do need to run a little ways because if I put the TP right here, the barb gets buggy. Like again, unequip it. Make your staff. Talk to Kayn. Once again, you don't need to talk to Drognin because she's going to TP you anyways. But you do need to be ready for this TP. And the TPs in Act 2 do move from time to time, so make sure you're paying attention. Go to town when Telly's back. So one important thing is the barb can get stuck in Arcane Sanctuary sometimes. If that's the case, just type out, make sure you're the master one. If he does get stuck and they're both stuck in Arcane, type do summoner and she will go redo it and he will fix himself. Or if you've already gotten the quest completion, just type do Duriel. Put the staff in. Head back to town. Because she waits for everybody to be out of the area other than herself to move on to the next sequence. Like I said, you don't need to be in there. It'll show up, I can't complete it, but you actually can. You just need to go talk to Tyrael. Then you wait for the TP to Harem, and then back on to Act 3. like I said, just ignore the bird if it does drop in Travical. Because you will just be wasting your own time. Like I said, you do need to be quick with it. Otherwise, obviously you can go in the TP over there. But the TP she makes there is for the barb. You can go there, just... You're obviously going to die. Just stay dead. And make sure your chicken is off. She'll probably need to go free up some inventory space. Guess not. Talk to Kane. Make sure you actually completed the quest. You should 90% of the time up in that northern area. As opposed to the western area. Corner TP. Barb's not here, but don't really need to worry about it. She can handle Mephisto on her own. Also, if you ever need any time, you can always just make sure you are the master. I'm already your master. You can always pause it by just typing pause when you are her master. Just please do it when she's in town. Otherwise, she will chicken if she's somewhere else. And then to get rid of that, just resume. So if she's ever moving too fast, or if you're doing multiple characters at once and you know you're not going to be able to keep up, do that. Again, just wait for her to say come. So in Hell, you can either... Okay, so see, fail to kill Lord Asace, no valid attack skills. This is one of them. You can either try having her redo it. So do Diablo. She'll try and restart that sequence. If it does it again, you're going to need to tell her to quit. And I think she just got chat bugged. Yeah, she did. So, if I type master, she's not going to say I'm her master because she's chat bugged right now. Even though I am. So just tell her to quit. In this scenario, you're going to have to make a new game. And yes, you need to tell her to quit. Otherwise, she will stay in this game and she will keep trying to rejoin this game. Make sure she's in the channel. Two slashes. And again, she's going to come in with the barb. They're going to get their battle orders. You get to say master once she says her initial message. Like right now, if I type master, she's not going to say anything. And hopefully she's not chat bugged anymore. So we'll actually see that instructions at the beginning. Okay. Okay, well, that just said BO timeout failed, so whatever. She didn't say any messages, but she is in Catacombs level 4, so just type do Diablo in this case. She'll go to town. Well, actually, no, she won't go to town because she had... Now I have to type master. And then do Diablo. Yeah, so she's currently chat bugged, which is not the greatest for demonstrative purposes, but if you play the game even a little bit, you should know what to do anyways. So if this does happen, in this exact scenario, you're going to have to just go in and... You're going to have to go in and check whenever she's made a new TP. And like I said earlier, I'm already her master, but it's safe. Better be safer than sorry. Master, quit. So a lot of people think now you're done, you can just go and convert your character. That's not how it works. You need to get tag 3 in hell, at the very least. So she's in the channel again. She's probably still going to be chat bugged, so... Just whisper. Yeah, she's still chat bugged. Unfortunate. So here you're going to have to play around with stuff and make sure that your chicken is not on. So in this case, if you don't see her actually sending messages, you're going to have to go in early, or just remember from the previous difficulties that when the barb enters town or re-enters town in Act 2 is when you need to go. Or when her health stops moving when she's in the maggot lair. And this right here is going to be the hardest part of the whole rush, especially since she's Chad bugged, so the barb is not going to be able to help her in the Claw Viper level 2. So let's see how long she lasts before she chickens. It's a classic sorceress, so she's pretty much limited to Frozen Orb and Firewall in terms of clear. And the Vipers in that area are all cold immune. So it's not the greatest in terms of clear. So like I said, since she's chat bugged, just go in, test the waters, make sure your chicken is disabled, otherwise you're pretty much screwed. Also, I would definitely advise not doing this, exactly what I'm doing, because likely there's going to be monsters right here and you're just going to die. Yeah, Fangskin and the Salamanders are a pain, especially without the barb, which is unfortunate in this case, but she'll manage eventually. See? So in this case, he's fire cold immune, so you're just going to need to keep your eyes out. She's not going to be able to kill him without the barb. Just go get the amulet. Make sure you unequip it again. So in this case, since she is chat bugged and she can't type to the barb is not going to be able to help her clear Hell Travical, which you don't need to do in order to be in Hell when you convert. But if you want it to get to Hell Act 4 in Classic, you need to obviously kill Travical and then get to Mephisto. So if the barb chickens in Hell Travical or the chat bug happens where you don't see any of her messages, you need to give it a little time. If she's chat bug, just let it cool off. Or if the barb chickens and you want it to get to Act 4 Hell in Classic, you just need to make a new game. You need to tell her master and then quit when you're in Act 3. Or I'll stop moving for a while. I'm going to go see. You just clear it up a little bit. Make the staff. Go talk to Kane. This is some place you will definitely die in. With her being chat bugged, there's a lot of cold immunes here. All of the Fire Lord dudes are cold immune. And it's either hit or miss. Sometimes it's really infested, sometimes it's pretty clean, so. In this case, just you're gonna die, so. Just die. Hopefully she doesn't die. Looks like she's getting whomped on. Okay, so this is a good scenario. She chickened. She chickens, do not leave the game. If she chickens and you leave the game, she's going to continue looping. She's going to rejoin. The barb is not going to follow her. She's still going to try and go get battle orders at Catacombs level 2. So as soon as she fails to get battle orders, she will come to town. And once she comes to town and then goes back to Catacombs level 2, and then goes on to 3 and 4, then you can tell her master and then quit. Which is what I'm going to do as soon as the battle orders timer runs out. I think it's set to 60 seconds by default. We'll see what I mean, though. Okay, comes back to town, goes in, type master, quit. Now she's gonna relog in. She is still chat bugged. So, in this case, I would just give it a little while. You know, let it cool off. Let the chat bug go away so that she can actually tell the Barb what he needs to do. And, yeah. Be patient in hell. That's pretty much it. Be patient in hell and follow the instructions. Actually read what it tells you to do. And actually read the threads on JSP and you'll be good. Thanks for using it. And if you have any questions or ideas, just let me know.